Hey Libra, how's it going? It's Robin here with AriesFireTarot. Welcome to my channel, guys, and thank you so much for joining me as I prepare to do your January 2021 mid-month tarot card reading. So I love doing these readings. These ones are just very, very deep, and the messages are, they're kind of beautiful. I use the Starman tarot card deck, and this was inspired by David Bowie, and he collaborated on the artwork. And the companion book that came along with the deck had this spread in it. It's called the Starguide spread. And I've been using this for about 2 years now for your mid-month reading, and I really look forward to doing these. So I hope you enjoy, and I hope that it resonates. For Libra, Sun, Moon, Rising, and Venus, and of course any Libra cross watchers. And I just wanted to remind you guys to show me some love in the comments. I love hearing from you guys. Remember to like, share, and subscribe. And okay, so just as I was going to shuffle the deck again, a card came out. So it's the first card placement in the spread is it's looking at your present situation. So there's going to be a little bit of a, and I'm getting the words, a galactic reminder for you to change your opinion on something. So this could be a belief that you've held very fast for a long time. There's going to be an opportunity for you to either change your mind, change your perspective, or both. This is a pretty insistent card right away. And you can see how it's like there's like a lightning strike coming in here. So something could really unfold your eyes, like really just boom, something could come in quite insistently, demanding your attention. And an immediate reaction, but not in the way that you might have in the past. So I got a lot of energy from that card for you guys. And it can take sometimes, you know, a bit of a shakeup to have your eyes opened in a certain way, especially after walking the earth for so many years. And you're kind of in your own groove, and you're, you know, this is what I believe, this is what I feel. And, you know, so something is gonna, wow. So something is really it's gonna be a sharp turn. It's like, okay, yeah, maybe I was wrong about that or that person or whatever. And, you know, let's see why. So I'm gonna pull a card for cause of conflict here. Interesting, guys. Okay, so I've got the Two of Cups here, and this is about building relationships with people, taking things to the next level. So there could be something really blocking your close relationships, your friendships, your ability to love somebody, especially if you've been single for a long time, especially if you were devastated by your last relationship, your last romantic relationship. Maybe something happened in your marriage or your partnership and you've been really distanced from that person. I'm really seeing where you guys could have this moment of like almost like a naked reality of why something happened the way it did. If it was a betrayal, maybe there was something underneath it, you know? If somebody did something that was really painful for you to experience, it's like you're going to see the pain within the pain within the pain of the other person that caused them to disappoint you, possibly a betrayal, you know. It's like a shocking reality of the real truth. I just don't think you got the whole truth last time around. It's also very interesting what I'm getting here is that many of you could have had like an explosive or massive breakup like back in the day, like somebody that you felt like was your complete destiny to be with. Something happened, you guys split, there wasn't any conversation about it. It was just, oh, I'm done. Like, I can't believe that happened. And then, you know, it was over. The truth could be revealed here and change you. And you might feel like, well, why didn't you tell me that in the first place? But I'm seeing that there's probably like shame, guilt, and remorse on the other person's behalf. I really do feel like you guys received this sort of blow to the heart, you know, and you're like left kind of like breathless from it, and you're like, ooh, you know, what just happened? And maybe you did just walk away, and maybe you asked for an explanation, but you got either a weak one or nothing, you know, and it was because there was such a layer of misery on top of this other person, this potential partner that you were in a relationship with either then or now. They couldn't reveal the whole truth to you because they felt so horrid. Aww. So let's see changes needed in order to face that challenge. You've got the Two of Swords. There's a massive decision to be made here by you guys. Do you listen? Do you reinvest? Do you stay where you are? Do you give that person from 10, 20, 30 years ago another chance? Because you probably never thought that you would have your heart broken that way, ever. And maybe if you're in a current relationship now and this person just wants to come in and sort of absolve themselves, or maybe tell you the whole truth, or, you know, reconcile, and like somebody has been carrying a burden very deep within them and you did not know the whole story. And now you have to decide if you want to listen to it again. But remember, you're being asked to change your perspective here a little bit and give that person some sort of clemency, some understanding, you know. See things like, what if it had happened to you? What if you were the person that betrayed them? What if there were circumstances outside of your control and you could never tell your whole story because maybe you just didn't think that you would be believed or accepted? Wow. This is like an ancient secret coming to light. Wow, Libra. So let's see your strengths here. So you've got the Princess of Wands. So this is a very supercharged energy here. I'm seeing a very strong presence of Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. They're coming in to be forgiven by you. And maybe you'll be able to see them more clearly, and your strength will lie there. You know, you'll see them in a different way with the Hanged Man and then the Two of Swords. You'll see the susceptible person in need of your forgiveness. I'm going to pull a card over top of this, you guys. You've got the Eight of Swords here. This is going to be tough. You're going to have to really gut this out and go within you and like reverse the situation. What if it was me instead of them? What if you had created this sort of horrific heartbreak? How would you want to be perceived if you were to go in, you know, sort of like supplicant, like this is really sad. This is a very sad energy that I'm getting here. This has lingered for both of you in different ways, you know, and fluctuated, and you've probably thought about each other over the years. And just know that when you're thinking of that other person, they're thinking of you and what might have been and how horrible they feel. Wow. And your strength has been your weakness here. Your weakness has been your strength. This is it's like one of those, almost like an epic movie where you're just rooting for these people to get back together, you know? It's really like there's so much drama and pain and love, and I feel like for those of you that had this happen with somebody in the past, this has not been anything that you've been willing to share because it hurt you that deeply. Like it cut you to the bone. And it's something that has probably haunted your your memories and your dreams, and it's been untouchable. And you just were never satisfied with any explanation that you ever got. Wow. Okay, so let's see other challenges here. You could have a real inability to let it go and let it rest, because there's just so many unanswered questions, but there's probably been opportunities for you to ask them or listen, but you've just not been able to handle it. And some of you could also blame yourself, but I'm seeing where this is a blameless situation, and it was just sort of, I'm getting the words, it was an act of God for some reason, for some unknown reason. Some sort of tragic mishap happened in this romance of a lifetime. And it's hard for you to rest it. Wow, guys. This is like you guys have some story to tell. And it's just in like this echo chamber of that piece of your heart that has been broken. And imagine the pain that they feel because they caused it. This is what I'm seeing. They caused it. So your outcome here. Yikes. So I've got the Devil card. So this is a reminder to not slip back into old habits that you could have formed about dealing with heartbreak and tragedy. This is going to be very difficult for you guys. And again, remember, your present situation is to change your perspective and, you know, to possibly decide with the Two of Swords to act in a different way, to be that forgiveness, to provide some solace to the person that broke your heart in a million pieces. You know, you don't want to go back to the way you felt before, but you're not the same person, and you're older and wiser and more mature, and maybe you'll see things in a different way. I'm going to pull a card over the top of the Devil. Okay, so this could really push you into the future and, you know, bolster a new sort of like a remedy for you guys, you know, so that you can get back in action where you left a piece of yourself. It's like you left a little piece of your soul back there in whatever happened, you know? So I'm getting the words like it's time for you to listen with a different ear. Put yourself in that person's position. Really listen to what they have to say to you. There's things that you just don't know that they covered up because they were so shattered themselves, and then they broke you. And this healing opportunity is coming back around, and where it goes from there, it's going to be up to you to a certain extent. And you have 2 twos in your reading, 2 of Swords and 2 of Pentacles. So that's an angel number 2. But be very mindful of this Devil card. Like, try not to like attack this person if they come in, or blow them off. There's something like, this is going to be like provide both of you such a healing, and you might be able to go somewhere with it from there, either with that person or heal yourself so that you can be a little bit more productive, be a little bit more abundant, you know, just be a little bit more you as you move into the future. Guys, this is like, wow, such a love story. Almost like a Greek tragedy. But it's time for that book to be closed. So just watch for this coming in, you guys, for this opportunity to heal 2 people. Okay? So take care of yourselves, Libra. Love and light. Bye for now. Bye.